Okay, Mr. Tony, I'm so excited to be here. Thank you so much for today, for the privilege and welcoming me to your humble abode.
Thank you.
I know that I didn't picture this to be this big, to, come and have this nice, wonderful conversation with you, and also to have the heart of people at heart and to share with them financial freedom and career. So first of all, I just want to say thank you so much, first of all, for welcoming me to your home.
Thank you.
And secondly, I just want to also thank you for the name Diana's Diary family. So this was just playful. If someone is going to talk about financial freedom, then you know how deep this person is, how he thinks, how he value, money and the essence of time. You just don't play around him. He's just go get it. Okay? So I'm so excited that I've come to you that we are going to talk about career and financial freedom. So first of all, I'll let you introduce yourself to my special guest out there so that everybody knows who you are. I know who you are. I want them to know you perfectly, and also a bit of your upbringing, because we've got youth out there that might know you and see that, oh, you just jump and got this entrepreneur name to yourself, you got a beautiful wife, you have a family. What are the challenges that you went through? What made you this successful?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Diana. Hi, everyone. I thank you very much for joining this Diana's Diary session. First and foremost, I want to thank you, Diana, for giving me the opportunity to be able to speak on this particular topic. It's quite it's an interesting topic which I have passion to want to talk about it.
Thank you.
You see, also I want to thank our viewers who have joined, those who are yet to join. Most especially, this topic, if I may say, this topic was chosen by a set of people, and I want to thank them. And this topic was actually chosen by the management and staff of Vision University.
Wow.
So, I mean, the management and staff of Vision University actually want to, have this topic to encourage their students in that school.
Okay.
If you don't know, Vision University is a private university in Nigeria.
Okay.
And it's just been recently commissioned, been given license, and they've just had their second matriculation just this last week, Friday.
Wow.
So, and I believe some of their students have actually joined this show.
Thank you.
Or this session for them to be able to learn. So I'm thanking the students of Vision University, the management and staff of Vision University for giving us this topic to talk about, and elaborate more, for them to be able to, for the students themselves to understand. It's not just in the four corners of the university, there's more about life.
Yeah.
So,
if I remember, I think they gave us about 4 interesting topics.
Yes, they gave us about 4 or 5 interesting topics.
Yes.
Exactly.
And
So this is one of the four topics that you guys have chosen, the viewers have chosen. So we're going to really elaborate and talk about this this evening. So thank you once again to all our viewers, including the ones that are not a student of Vision University. And also, like I said, Vision University is a private university in Ogun State in Nigeria.
Wow.
They've been commissioned about 2 years ago now, and they've just done their second matriculation. So if you have a child who is looking for a private university in West Africa or in Nigeria, Vision University is a place to go to.
Best.
Please take note.
All running there.
Yeah, exactly. Vision University is the place to go to. So quickly, I'll go into, because of time, I'll go into who am I?
Who are you?
So my name is Tony Ahigwe. I just didn't happen to become an entrepreneur overnight. My background did actually help me, to become who I am today, and the things I have learned over the years. Now, my primary education was in a private primary school back in Nigeria as well.
Okay.
I didn't school here in the UK. People thought things most of the time that I schooled here.
Yeah.
But yes, I still did school here. My private primary school was in Nigeria as well. And my career path or my journey in life actually started from the teachers I had. I had a Ghanaian teacher,
Okay.
Mr. Kweku.
Mr. Kweku.
Mr. Kweku was my class teacher then. But I also had a lesson teacher, Mr. Sapong. Mr. Kweku got Mr. Sapong to give me a home lesson, at home.
Okay.
So, Mr. Sapong was teaching me maths and English.
Okay.
And over the years, my interest grew from having to learn maths and English. Along the line, I also had another teacher somewhere down there who taught me geography and, some subjects like that as home lesson. But the foundation of who I am today actually started from Mr. Kweku and Mr. Sapong.
Wow.
Yes.
I'm proud to know that.
Yes. They are Ghanaians
Yes.
from the name,
Yes.
and my foundation actually started. Mr. Sapong gave me that interest in learning mathematics.
The interest.
In mathematics. And that was where I started building myself up.
Okay.
And I started discovering the interests of my personality. I started learning how to, in fact, my interest now streamlined into numbers. I was liking numbers. You could give me a number now, I'll do the maths in my head and I'll give you the figure. I don't use calculator. Except it's big numbers, then I use calculator. But numbers up to like 4 digits, give it to me, I'll give it to you from my head. So as a result of Mr. Sapong's teaching me mathematics and English in the house.
Wow.
So from there, I started having the interest, you know what? I want to work in a bank. So you can imagine somebody teaching me mathematics, and from there I like to put figures together, that kind of thing. And as a result of liking numbers, I told myself I would like to work in the bank. My journey proceeded, and when I got into school, my first degree was actually in computer maths and statistics.
Oh, because you had already developed
that interest
in
maths.
Yes.
So my first degree was in computer maths and statistics. So
that was big.
Quite big. Then, initially I wanted to do business administration.
Okay.
I wanted to do computer science. I wanted to do a lot of courses, but it wasn't making sense. But and I told myself, I said, because if you wanted to do banking and finance, you needed to do accounting and things like that. If you wanted to do computer science, you must be computer, science, just pure science related subjects. But when I now discovered that all these were not blending with my understanding or what I liked, like doing numbers and adding figures together. So it was later on in life, and I thought, there's a school that does computer maths and statistics. I said, that is the subject I want to do. So I went into it, finished, and just about the time I was about to finish. But during my journey in school as well, I got a scholarship for being the best student in maths, for being the best student in introductory technology, for being the best student in English language, as a result of my background. My sibling knows about all this, and I think I've told my wife about this as well.
Wow.
I got a scholarship. Thank you. That was then though, but
I'm so proud.
I got a scholarship, so which helped me because I was the best student in maths, English, and introductory technology. I was able to join.
Mr. Sapon.
Thanks to Mr. Sapon, exactly. I was able to journey myself, in my education background, and I was able to study computer maths and statistics. Finished my first degree in computer maths and statistics, then proceeded to do a second degree in management. And then I did my master's in marketing.
Okay.
Now, why did I do marketing in school? Remember, I said I wanted to work in a bank.
Yes.
So as at that period, just before I finished my computer maths and statistics in my first degree, I got a job in the bank.
Really?
Just like that. I got a job in the bank. But before I got the job in the bank, I was a teacher. And I was teaching mathematics.
Oh.
I was teaching mathematics and I was teaching English. So, you know, when you finish your first degree, they ask you to go and do your National Youth Service and things like that. Then they now post you to a school, you do all that, and you now start, they now give you a subject to teach. So, as long that line, I was teaching mathematics and English. So, while I was working in that school, a cousin of mine came to me and said, oh, he wanted to do an application to work in a particular bank and blah, 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 blah. He studied estate management. And I said, okay, I'll help you do your application. And so I wrote the application, blah, blah. And I said, can I apply? He said, I don't see why not. So I applied for that bank job. They didn't take him.
Rather, they took him.
They took me.
Oh my
And that was how my journey in the banking industry started. So I joined the bank.
God is good.
God is good. God is good. So I joined the bank, and from there, my life journey started. Don't forget, before I got to the secondary school, I already told myself I wanted to work in the bank. Mr. Sapong I had a vision of what I wanted to do. Yes. Mr. Sapong had even helped shape, you know, that vision for me by teaching me mathematics and grooming me. Mathematics. Even though in the bank, the requirement is not mathematics, it's accounting. However, because as a mathematician and you are good with numbers, you are able to help with ledgers, which is all about numbers. So I got into the banking industry and I started working in the bank. I think I worked in about 3 banks, even up until the fact that I got to the United Kingdom. So all 3
banks. So it wasn't like you were in just one banking company.
No, from one bank they were looking for me. It looked as if I was a hot cake. And once I do an application, boom, another bank will poach me, and that was it. And even when I relocated to the UK, I still ended up working in the bank. I worked in Barclays, Lloyds, Nationwide, then I think Royal Bank of Scotland as well. Those were the 4 banks I worked in the United Kingdom when I came to them. So that vision that I set at the very beginning, I had that vision all the way through till I got to working in the banking industry. So that's a bit of my story.
A bit of your story, but there's a key word here that I want to learn, and someone out there might want to also know. You know, you said you working in one bank, you were hot cake. There might be something particular about you, maybe time conscious, whatever, that was making you unique, that everybody wanted you in their team. So what was that special thing about you that made you a hot cake?
Right. It goes back to the foundation. And I think it's going to translate into this topic we're going to talk about.
Thank you.
You know, finding your career path. What made me a hot cake? Number one, my interests. Don't forget, I was growing up. I was liking numbers. I would see money. I would count money. I'll be, you know, I envisioned myself already. I was just probably about 10, 12 years of age at this time that we're talking about. 10, 12 years of age, you've just probably either finished primary school, going to secondary school. So that was the space I was in. I saw myself counting money, and at the end of the day, I already had that passion within myself. The interest was already there because of the background, the teacher I had,
the teacher you had,
the home lesson teacher I had.
So he made you develop that interest of
even more. So the fact that he made me love mathematics, and the fact that I now told myself that I would like to work in the bank. The interest and the passion blended together and made it possible that when I actually started, I gave it my all. And my boss, I still talk to some of my boss that I worked with in the bank as far back as 2007. I have them on my phone.
I just if you had good bank, because when you're passionate about something, when I go to work and I'm working, it's like I'm mad. Like
I saw one of your posts that your patient wrote about you.
Yeah.
Which is very interesting.
You need to be passionate.
You need to have that
about
passion.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You need to have that passion. You need to have that interest.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. That helped me, in my career journey.
Thank you.
And my boss, they saw it in me. In fact, there was a time there was a banking recession. I think way back in 2003. I can't remember whether 1993 or 2003. There was a recession.
Yeah.
And I was one of those that were laid off because the management then, they said, okay, that they need to let some people go.
Yeah.
I was part of the team that was laid off. However, I got another job that just like almost immediately. And I will tell you,
After the recession.
In fact, during the recession, I got another banking job almost immediately. How? My manager said, you are too good to not have a job.
To be laid off.
Okay, so the management of the bank is saying, you go. However, I have a recommendation. I will recommend you to my wife's bank. So he recommended me to his wife's bank and did interview, and boom, that was it. I started.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Wow.
So you must have.
He might have seen your effort and your passion in doing
the
whatever
dedication,
you were doing.
the passion,
Yeah.
the interest, as in a goal-getter. So that whole thing just added up and summed me up and said, you know what, you are a good lad. I see your dedication, I see your passion in your job. You really want to. I will recommend you to my wife. It was just a phone recommendation.
Yeah.
Do you need XY people in your bank? She said yes. And I said, okay, fine, I'm sending you somebody. And all I did was take her number, take his card, and I took the boss straight to where she was, gave her the card and said, okay, my name is this, blah, 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 and that kind of thing. And had my interview, and they gave me, come and start. It was mind-blowing. It was mind-blowing, but that was the journey. The journey. Now,
with career, before we go there,
yeah,
viewers, I'm in church, same church with Mr. Tony, and for what he's saying, I just want to bring something in that I've never told you.
Okay.
Before we go into the career,
yeah,
because we are in the same team, like charity, we support people.
Yes.
And
True.
the first time I came in the team, you were like, even if it's just the two of us, we are going to do it.
Yes.
And the fact
I remember
that
very well.
You were like, I'm just straightforward. We just do it, boom, boom, and we bring results.
Yes.
I want just results.
Yes.
And I couldn't have lazied about, even though I've just brought
joined
my baby.
Yeah.
I've just joined.
Yeah.
And how you are so passionate about whatever that you are doing makes me believe that you've got a lot to share to these people. And nobody should take it for granted, because whatever that Mr. Tony is saying is something that he has lived it, and he's still living it. Because with the little time that I have come to share with you, you are somebody that nobody can lazy around with.
No.
If it's not results, then let's close the chapter.
That's it.
So
Case closed. Case closed.
Let's move on. And I love that about you, because
very
you are
much.
a man of results.
Thank you very
and
much.
you have the strategies and things to put in place to let us push.
Yes.
And that is the support that you gave me. And up till now, I still respect you for that.
Thank you very much.
So when this topic was coming about financial freedom, I was looking forward to it myself. And I'm happy that everybody is going to, learn a lot. So let's dive in.
Right, straight into
How can one
find the right career path.
Yes.
It's a nice topic, and I appreciate the fact that I've used myself as an example.
Yes.
First and foremost, if you need to find a career path, you need to discover yourself. Who are you? You need to have an interest.
And that is what you just,
Yes, which I've just shared
Yes,
now. You need to have an interest
yeah.
in
whatever
in
that.
something.
Yeah.
A lot of people have had their career paths discovered as a result of family background.
Okay.
And I will share an example.
Okay.
My mother-in-law is a good example.
Thank you.
My mother-in-law is a prophetess
Okay.
of a church.
As in your wife's mom.
My wife's mom.
Okay.
She's a prophetess of a church.
Okay.
And as an example, people, like I said, people build or find their career paths as a result of family background or family orientation.
Okay.
So because she's a prophetess, automatically, one or two of the children are pastors.
Okay.
Family background.
Okay.
We have other examples.
Okay.
There's a lawyer I know in Nigeria.
Okay.
As a result of him being a lawyer, the children, one or two of them, are lawyers.
Okay.
So career path could be determined as a result of family orientation or family background.
Thank you. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
90% of ministers, men of God, women of God, even if their children are not direct pastors, you could see their children in the choristers, leading the choristers.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes. 100%.
Good. Now, so choosing a career path, really, you must have, first of all, discover yourself. What do I like? What are my interests? That when you wake up in the morning, they will say, okay, Tony likes eating biscuits for breakfast.
Okay.
If you take biscuits away from Tony, then you're looking for trouble.
Okay.
What are your interests? What do you see yourself being interested in doing? I will use my younger brother as an example. When my younger brother was growing up, he will dismantle radio. And we were like, why are you spoiling the radio? What's your problem?
Yeah.
Unfortunately for us, there's no electrician in our family. My father is not an electrician, my mother is not an electrician. But my younger brother is dismantling radio. And guess what? When he discovered, that was his interest.
Okay.
Remember?
Yeah.
Then, by the time he now started growing up and started going to school, he had a passion for electrical electronics engineering.
Wow.
But don't forget, he had an interest in dismantling radio and putting it back together, and it's perfect. When he went to school, he did electrical electronics engineering. Interest.
No doubt.
Then he had a passion for anything that is computer related, anything that has to do with engineering, anything that has to do with electronics. He had a passion for it.
Okay.
And his personality, you could see that he's always thinking about, okay, how many gigabytes, how many RAM. He's always talking about that kind of thing. That was his personality. He's always talking about it. If you go to his house now, he has a CPU or an inverter or something that he created himself to be able to propel his passion and his interest in electronics and in engineering.
Okay.
That's a very good example where interest, passion relates to what career path that you go through, that you take. I've already used my mother as an example where siblings or children take the line of. There's also what we call socio-economic paths in career choosing. And I will use another example for you.
I like the examples.
Currently in the UK now, we have a high demand for carers and nurses.
Yes.
That is the socio-economic demand in career paths. A lot of people, maybe when they were growing up, they never thought, I will become a nurse. I want to become a nurse or a carer.
Yes.
Some people study computer science.
Yes.
But because of the socio-economic demand, they've now come to the UK to become a what? A carer, a nurse, or auxiliary staff, and so on and so forth like that. So, in choosing a career path, there's so many factors that help. Family background, socioeconomic demand, personal interests, and so on and so forth like that. So if you are choosing your career path, discover yourself. What do you like? What are your interests? What are your passion? What is your personality saying? Do you like to care for children? Do you like to carry children? The moment you like to carry children and you care for children the most, there's every tendency along the line, even if you don't, you end up either becoming a pediatrician, to work in the hospital with children.
Yeah.
You end up whether you're a teacher with children. You end up whether you are a nursery owner like yourself.
Yes.
You just opened your nursery.
Yes,
You know,
yes,
you
yes.
got to become a
Yes,
nursery owner
advertise, yes.
like yourself. You
Yes,
understand?
yes.
So your journey in life, depending on your personality, depending on what you like, depending on what you're taking interest in and your passion, determines where you end up being. I told you my story. I like counting. I like mathematics.
Yes.
And I took interest and I told myself I want to become, or no, I didn't say I want to become an accountant. I said I want to work in a bank.
You want to
It
work
didn't
in a
matter whether it was an accountant or
whatever.
a teller,
You just
or
want to be in
I
the
just
bank.
want to be in the bank.
Yes.
As a result of the fact that I like mathematics. So automatically the translation of numbers translated into working in the banking industry. I didn't bother where I find myself. As long as I could figure out 1 to 10, multiply them, add them, subtract them, use the Excel sheet or whatever, I have to work in the banking industry.
That's right.
And so far so good. It has helped me in the journey of life, in my career path till where I am today. So going through that journey of a career path, discover yourself. What are your interests?
Yeah.
What are your your passion?
Your passion.
What do you like doing?
Yes.
What do you wake up in the morning and say, you know what, give it to this person or leave it with this person, they will resolve it for you, because you know that in everything they do, they have a passion. You have used me as an example.
Yes.
When we got into the same team.
Yeah.
And I said, listen, even if it's just the two of us, I don't mind. What I want is results.
Yes. And you were doing everything to
Yes.
support for us to get results.
That result, exactly.
Yeah.
And we started off by saying, how many number of people do we have that we need to give charity to?
Yes.
How many people, where are the location, what's their phone number? Let's create something,
Yes.
you know. Let's
It
have
didn't
that
come
contact.
easy.
It didn't come easy. No,
Yes.
nothing comes easy in life. No. Nothing ever comes easy in life.
Thank
The
you.
moment it comes easy, then
You don't value it.
there's no value in it.
Thank you.
But the thing you fight for, the thing you long for, the thing you say, you know what, I just need to do this, I just have to do this, you go for it. And my wife is another example as well, you know.
Thank you.
In a career path. When she came to do her master's,
Yeah.
she did her master's, she finished and started her PhD,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
And the drive, the passion, her personality, she just wants to achieve.
Yeah.
She wants a
She never stops.
No. She
never
just wants to
stops.
achieve. She wants to, she like, okay, I have to do this. How I get to the end goal, right, does not matter. As long as I get to the end goal, I'm fine.
Okay.
But in her journey, and in everybody's journey in life,
Yeah.
in having to get to their career path or choose a career path, there's always a process. Don't try to jump the process. The moment you try to jump the process, it will backfire.
Thank you. Thank you for bringing
There's
that.
always a process.
Thank you.
And let me tell you, you don't have, let's use the carers and the nurses that are coming to the UK now.
Yes.
As a result of
With the COS.
As a result of socio-economic demand.
Okay.
A lot of them, because they did not study nursing or they did not have that skill set,
Yeah.
they don't even have the passion for it. All they are doing is to be able to relocate to the UK.
Yes.
Do you know more than 100 thousands of them have been sacked?
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Why? Because of a lot of problems that they have created
For themselves. Yeah.
They jumped the process.
Thank you.
Somebody who is an accountant is now coming to UK to become a carer. Somebody who is a computer analyst is not coming to UK to become a carer because of the socio-economic demand.
Yeah.
However, their career path, which is what you went to school to go and read,
Yeah.
you've just left that and come to another career path, which is not what you intend
to
do or what you have interest in or what you're passionate about.
Yeah.
You just saw an opportunity and said, let me take this opportunity. But you now got there and you messed up.
You messed up.
And as a result, they sacked you.
Yeah, but Mr. Tony, you mentioned that with the socio-economic, demand.
Yes.
What I was thinking is that I might not have any passion, but with nursing, there's shortage. And
True.
because socially, at the moment, it's in demand,
Yeah.
financially, I will be okay. So why don't I go through that career pathway? Instead of me, I want to be an accountant. Maybe I had the background of being, let me use my husband for example. He was into finance, okay? But the social demand that you just mentioned, I know that, and because of family,
Yeah.
I'm like, you are very smart. Let's go through this pathway. It will help the family. At the end of the day, that is where it's going to fetch us money as well.
True.
So is that wrong going through something? Because now he has developed the passion for it,
Good.
But if the person doesn't have the passion, does it mean that you can't go into it socially, because it's in demand?
True. So there's a flip side to this.
Okay.
If you go into a particular career because of socio-economic demand, you must be willing to put in the work.
Okay. I'm loving it.
You must be willing to put as in put in the work.
Yeah.
Let me just simplify it. Put in the work. You must be ready to learn. You must be ready to learn. You must be teachable. You must be ready to change and adapt. You see, if you are going into a particular career path because of you wanting money or gaining money, you've missed it. So we go back to that same example that we
that
used.
Same example. Why you are saying he has to adapt? He has to start as a carer.
Yes.
Had to take pool.
Yes.
And he didn't like it,
He
but
didn't
he
like
had
it.
to adapt.
Exactly.
He will be putting saliva in his mouth. He will
Yes.
come home very upset and all that, but he had
Exactly.
to adapt.
Yes.
And now he sees himself. So I like
Exactly.
that.
Exactly.
Guys, we learn.
You have to learn.
Learning.
You have to learn. You have to adapt.
You have to adapt.
You have to be teachable.
Thank you.
Because at the end of the day, like I said, it will backfire if you don't.
Yeah.
If you don't learn or prepare to adapt or prepare to be teachable,
Okay.
and you're only there for
the money.
And they know. I'll give you another example.
Thank you.
Now in my organization,
Okay.
I have some carers that I work with.
I'm loving this conversation.
And they came in because of the COS issue and whatnot.
Yeah.
And they were sent to work with autism and learning disability.
Okay.
So their own focus was, I just want to stay in the United Kingdom. They were not ready to put in the work. They got caught out. They didn't understand what autism was. They didn't understand what learning disability. So we now asked somebody that if one of your patients, so that it now came to a 12-month review pattern, and we now did a review for them. I said, fine, okay, you have now spent 1 year with the organization. Now the client has said, okay, the candidates are not performing up to expectation, whatnot. Okay, fine, sit down, let us have a conversation with you. Now, what do you understand by epilepsy? He could not answer. He's already spent 12 months in a learning disability and autism environment, and you cannot understand in a simple English language or layman language for me to understand. You do not understand what epilepsy is all about. So, excuse me, what are you doing as a carer? So he has come, because there's a socio-economic demand, he has come through that route, he has stayed in the route. However, as a career, he does not understand what he's doing as a carer. He has not learned. He was not willing to adapt. He was not teachable. He was just fuming and saying, epilepsy. In fact, he could not even give an answer about what an epilepsy is all about. He was sacked on the spot. Even after going to classes for training for epilepsy, even after working for 12 months, even after being taught and told what to do, he did not understand. After his 12-month review, he did not understand what epilepsy was. So when I say there's a flip side,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
That's an example of somebody who was not ready to apply himself.
Okay. Yeah.
He did not have the passion.
No,
He did not have the interest.
No.
He did not have the personality.
He
just wanted to come
get
through
the
that
money and
route
go.
and get the money, go
And
home,
just-
or nothing.
Yeah.
So that kind of
You
person,
won't last.
exactly,
You won't.
you won't last.
No. You won't.
But in the case of your husband,
Yeah.
who was ready to learn,
Yes.
who was ready to adapt,
Yeah.
who was teachable,
He
it
was.
was easy
Yeah.
for him to blend
Yes.
and learn.
Yes.
And for you to be able to be in that kind of environment, you must do your own research. So you want to cross over from accountancy
Yeah.
to carer, or from carer to accountancy,
Yeah.
and you think it is just a jolly ride. It is just nah. The truth is, before you can go into that industry, you need to learn.
Thank you.
I run a recruitment agency, and what I do is supply staffs, carers, nurses, support workers to care homes and so on and so forth like that. Before I started that business, I did not know anything about the business. I did not know. But I was ready to put in the work. And the truth be told, we are 8 years old now. So I've been running my business for 8 years. I can tell you, I can close my eyes and the back of my hand and give me any case. I told you, my career path was having to work in the banking industry.
Yes.
And that is what I did, working in the banking industry. But I find myself running a recruitment agency, talking about care, talking about discharge to assess, talking about different kind of health challenges in the healthcare sector.
Okay.
Why? Because I was ready to learn.
Yes.
I had to adapt.
Yes.
I had to do my research.
Okay.
And I had to put in the work
Yes.
to be able to get into that industry and become as successful as I am today.
Thank you. Thank you. So you can't just go in a way that you just get up, come to work without researching and knowing more about what you are doing.
And that is why when you do interviews, they ask you, okay, fine, what do you know about this? And if truth be told, you lie on your CV and you submit a CV and you are going for an interview of something you have not done before. If you have not researched about that job and they ask you a technical question, you will flop.
You will flop. Definitely.
You will flop. So it goes down to the fact that when you are going for a job or a career path, or you are changing from something to something, you must learn.
Thank you.
And do your homework very well. Deep research about that job for you to go. My wife works with the NHS.
Okay.
But back office. So some senior roles where they come. Okay, let me quickly talk about it so that you know. So basically, all your patients that you are discharging from the hospital, you are either discharging them to a nursing home,
Yes.
or you are discharging them to home care.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Now, so my wife is in charge of a team that does that. So they put the package of care together and they send them to home care or whatever. That is aside her lecturing job.
Hey, don't touch it.
We are coming to that later.
Okay.
Good. Financial freedom.
Aye.
So
Okay.
that is what she does. She
Okay.
puts all this in place. Now, ask my wife. She's a lecturer,
She is.
but she's done her research to be able to fit into that environment. So when you are talking about patient being discharged from the hospital, there is nothing you want to say
That she wouldn't know.
she wouldn't know. Why? Because she's put in the work.
That's right.
She talks about patient being discharged from the hospital, the D2A meeting, the D2A team, they meet. When they meet, then the care home, they meet, then everything.
Yes.
She can talk about it from
Head to toe.
head to toe, the whole process.
Wow. She's made her mind to learn it.
Exactly.
And function properly there.
Within that role.
That's right.
But she's a lecturer. You see the difference now?
Yeah.
She's a lecturer. She lectures, but she has applied herself, done the research, put, the interest.
Yeah.
She wants to be interested in that particular role. Why? Because she has a passion to be able to have a change, do some changes, help people,
Yes.
support people.
Yes.
Hence, she has learned that part, and the rest is story, history.
Wow. I'm loving our conversation. I don't know about you. We will come to all your questions later, please. Today I want to get all the juice from Mr. Tony. So now, as career path, we have learned that it's our upbringing, socio-economic demands.
Yeah.
We need to adapt.
Yeah.
We need to be passionate about whatever that we are doing.
Yes.
We need to be intentional. We need to be researching.
Yes.
So we are learning. We are learning, and I'm learning as well. So how can we break through financially? Having this career, because most of the time I see nurses is in demand. I'm using my field, but they are still struggling. And somebody has found their career pathway as a teacher,
Yes.
but don't know how to handle the money when it comes in. So how can we have freedom financially?
Wow. Thank you very much, Diana. It's a very good question. And to be perfectly honest, this is where we now need to all sit down and learn.
Thank you.
Financial freedom is not just pen and paper. Yes. Financial freedom is not just pen and paper.
Okay.
I go back to my wife again. We just said it right now that she's a lecturer.
Okay.
But she's also applying herself working for the NHS. Why? You just said yourself now that you're a nurse.
Yes.
Right? But
I've set myself a nursery.
But you have set up a nursery. Why?
I want to be financially freedom.
That is it. For you to have financial freedom,
Tell us all.
you cannot rely on 9 to 5.
Thank you.
You can never. The richest people on planet Earth are not a 9 to 5 people. They don't do 9 to 5. Yes, they don't do 9 to 5. In fact, they don't even, their clock is not even 9 to 5. They don't understand 9 to 5. Now, we use myself again as an example. I told you I was working in the banking industry for a while.
Yes.
And I set up Imperial Services in 2017. In fact, I would have set up this business way before 2017, but I set it up in 2017.
Okay.
Why did I set it up in 2017? I was working in the bank, and it got to a stage where I was a contractor. So I'd go from one contract to the other, to the other, to the other. So at some point, while being a contractor, I was out of job for about 2 months. But I had enough money saved.
Okay.
And my money was not doing anything. But I was still eager to I don't have a job. I just love my 9 to 5. Now, over time, realizing that my 9 to 5 was not now doing it for me. Most especially the fact that not my lifestyle, but we have families back home. This one will call you, send me this, send me this, send me this, send me this, send me this. If you are working a 9 to 5, your salary is already programmed to meet light, water, gas, electric, food, car, and so on and so forth like that.
Yes.
And what you have left was supposed to help you for the next month or savings towards something important.
Okay.
Now, over the years, and I saw that I would make money, and by the time this one is saying I have headache, this one is saying I have headache, this one is saying my leg is paining me, this one is saying my car is broken down, and the little money you have saved, right, you've sent it to them, you are now broke. You are now asking yourself, for God's sake, what is going on? So I now realized that my 9 to 5 was no longer enough. And the fact that I was now out of contract for about 2 months dawned on me that this is not going to go well. Now, how did I start my business? My business started off when somebody approached me, opportunity. Now, when you are going to have financial freedom, another thing that is quite important is leverage on information.
Wow.
For you to have financial freedom, you need to leverage on information. People will come to you with information.
In terms of networking?
In terms of networking. People you just be sitting amongst people and people will just come to you with an information and say, you know what, this business is very good, blah, 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 or they're looking for investors, or something is about to happen somewhere, that kind of thing. It might not be you, but leverage on the fact that you are within that circle and that information came to you. If it is something that you believe that you have the opportunity and the strength to be able to pursue, leverage on that information and pursue it.
Wow.
I started Imperial Services in 2017. Somebody came to me and said,
Imperial Services is your business now?
Imperial Services is my business.
Okay.
So don't forget, I was still working in the banking industry.
Yes. And still have this alongside.
Okay. But before it started, I was working in the bank. Okay. Precisely Nationwide.
Okay.
In Moulton Park.
Thank you.
Then this lady came and said, set up a recruitment agency, you will make a lot of money, wanting, this and that and the other. I'm like, okay. So how do I start? I then started digging. So she came to me with an information. Yeah. I said, okay, so but why are you not doing the business yourself? He said, she tried to start, but she didn't have the right support to support her. She didn't have the finance. She didn't have the right support to support her. That the people that were supporting her, they were not serious. So when she said that, I'm like, okay, they were not serious. So I said to myself, okay, fine. Tell me more about the business. Okay. So she told me. He said, okay, as a recruitment agency, you will recruit people, carers again, nurses again. You will recruit people, you will find care homes, you will supply them. If you supply one carer, you can make £3 profit. If you supply one nurse, you can make £7 profit. Alarm bell started ringing, my head started calculating. Don't forget, I like maths. So if I have 10 carers, £3, that is £30 for one day. Okay, good. If I have 7 nurses, £7 times 7, I started calculating.
Yeah.
So I told the lady, I said, okay, give me 2 months, I'll come back to you. By week 3, I already had my answer. And I called her and said, okay, when can we start? How much do we need to be able to start the business? Tell me more. Said, okay, for you to be able to start the business, you need to have all your policies, procedures. I said, okay, how much does it cost to make policy and procedure? We can recruit an HR company that will give us policy and procedure. How much is it? I noted it down. How much is it to be able to pay staff salary for the first 1 month before the client started paying my invoice? Okay, if you have 10 staff, 3 nurses, 7 carers, an average of, then I think they were earning £9.50.
Yes.
Minimum wage of about £9.50. That was when I started. £9.50. So I calculated, okay, for 1 week this, for 1 month this, how many hours that? And before you know it, we started. The first week, I did 80 hours. I was so happy. And I earned, 72 hours. I was very happy. And I earned me 72 hours first week. Before you know it, my hours started building from 72 hours to 120 hours, from 120 hours to 150 hours. So what was I doing? The money I had saved while working in Nationwide, I removed it, put it in the business. The money was now recycling itself. I was still working in Nationwide.
Yes.
The money was recycling. So I put in some money, it paid 72 hours.
Yeah.
Then the following week, we did 120 hours. I took money from Nationwide again, put it there. It paid for 120 hours. We did 150 hours the third week. 180 hours the third week. Money from Nationwide again. Don't forget, my client has not paid me. So I was using my personal money to fund it. But I had passion for success.
Wow.
Because I had failed before in life.
Okay.
So I had passion for success.
Yeah.
It needed to be successful.
Yeah.
So I didn't mind how much I was spending to make it successful. So by the time...
But you had the positive mind that it was going to be successful.
I prayed about it.
Thank you.
And I also had a positive mind. And I was willing to do whatever it takes that it was supposed to do. There are days where myself and some friends, we will sit down in my house, just like this place, right? Yes. And 2 a.m. In fact, what I would do is, I will tell them it will be a Friday. I will be working Nationwide, but I will need to do policies. I will need to do staff application. We need to do a lot of documentation, and I can't do it by myself because I didn't recruit anybody to help me. I was doing everything by myself because I needed to save money. I couldn't have rented an office. I was using my house as an office.
Yeah.
I couldn't rent an admin staff because it was going to be expensive. So I was doing everything by myself. So on a Friday, I would call some of my friends. I said, okay, fine. What are you ladies doing? Please report to my house. I will cook. I will buy drinks and everything. I will put drinks down. They will first of all eat. They will be happy. And I said, okay, fine. Now it's work time.
Yeah.
All the applications that staff have done,
all
the documentations, they will now sit down. They will now be helping me put it in folder, put it in file, put it in folder, put it in file. They were not documenting everything for me. So I was not having a good record as HR thing. That was how we started building. Wow. By the time it was like the 6th week, my client started paying me. But what was I doing in that period? So when by 72 hours, we did 120, we did 180, we were growing like that. We now started doing like 200 hours. So the money for 72 hours was paid. I didn't take anything from myself. I put it back into the business. So I was still bringing money from Nationwide. I was still working in Nationwide, and I was putting money to the business. Anyway,
break a bit and take their comment, then we continue.
Yes, let's break a bit, take their comments.
All right.
A lot of people are commenting.
A lot of people are commenting. So,
good.
So we are happy that you don't have any questions. That means you are really learning and you are taking on board all that. Yeah, good.
So let's proceed so that we can probably put the question for towards the end. Now, financial freedom. The most important thing which we'll be using from the initial topic which you talked about, career path. You must have an interest in something. You must have a passion for something. Your personality also matters. You must also learn a skill. Yes. If you need to have a financial freedom, you must learn a skill. Don't forget, I did say that the first thing that you must have, you must leverage on the right information.
Okay.
When you are leveraging on the right information, I use myself as an example where somebody told me, oh, run a recruitment agency, you make £3, you make £7. I leverage on that lady's information. I was able to utilize the information, put my numbers together. Don't forget, my skill in mathematics and working in the banking industry had also helped me to be able to form that company and form the numbers that was able to run the business. So, having financial freedom, leverage on information that's around you. You must have the right circle of people around you as well. If you don't have the right circle of people around you, it can derail you. I remember when I was starting my business as well, even my family members were telling me, well, this person did it, they failed. So why do you want to do it? Because I was convinced within myself that I can do it. They might have done it and they might have failed. I can do it myself and I will not fail.
Thank you.
We are running 8 years now.
God is good.
Time has told itself that what somebody can do and fail.
You can do it.
I can do
better.
And I can be successful.
Amen.
You must have that mind within yourself.
Yes. 3,
you must learn a skill.
Yeah.
So leverage on information, have the right circle of people around you. A skill matters. I will now use another example for you now in having financial freedom. Like I said, 9 to 5 will not make you financially free. Nah.
You need to
9 to 5.
On the side.
You must have a skill. She's a nurse.
Yeah.
She has a children's nursery.
Yeah.
She has opened.
Yeah.
Because her 9 to 5 is not doing it anymore.
No.
I work for the NHS. I used to work for the bank.
Yeah.
I work for the NHS. Now I have a business that I'm running on the side.
Yes.
right?
Yes.
As a result of that, I'm financially free.
Yes.
Salary is coming from my 9 to 5,
Yeah.
and money is coming from my business.
From your business.
And at the same time, I didn't stop there, if you must know. I did not stop there.
You didn't.
I learned a skill. I can bake.
Ooh.
I can bake.
Okay.
So if I want to put my baking skill into practice, I can make money. If you
like
want
hairdressing, makeup,
everything,
that. Okay.
yes. If you want to be financially free, you must have a skill.
A skill.
Apart from doing your 9 to 5,
Okay.
you must be able to be creative. People who are entrepreneurs are creative. They have creative mind. They think outside the box.
Yeah.
They see opportunity and create something from that. You say, give me a lemon and I will make you lemonade.
Lemonade.
That is you being creative.
Yeah.
So you must be able to see lemon
Yeah.
and create lemonade for people.
Lemonade. Wow.
The truth is, one of your friends is doing orange juice. I'm probably doing grape and something juice now. I have my own recipe too. I'm not joking. I have my own recipe.
Really?
I make my own juice in the house. This juice helps you with weight loss.
Really?
Helps you to, you can drink this juice and you'll be full. You don't have to eat proper food. So if I put that into practice, I can have another source of income. So I have my 9 to 5.
Yes.
I have my business.
Yes.
I can bake cake.
Yes.
Right? I have a recipe for fruit juice that if I start selling it now, I will make money. I don't want to sell the idea to anybody because the recipe is for me.
It's yours.
But we are talking about financial freedom.
Yes.
It's about skill.
It's about skills.
Can you clean? I love cleaning.
Okay.
I tried to start a cleaning company a while back. I think that was in 2018.
Okay.
No, 2017, 2018. But I didn't have the right support of people to support me with contracts. So it slowed me down.
Yes.
But I bought all the material for cleaning. If I show you my garage now, you see all the cleaning material. So I can clean. So if you give me a contract now, I can clean. You can see, immediately you walked here, what did you see? Spotless.
Spotless. You should have made me use my own word.
You understand? Spotless.
Hey, yes, spotless.
You understand?
Very clean.
I didn't employ a cleaner to do it. I did it myself.
Wow.
So I have passion for cleaning. I can convert or I can monetize my cleaning skills. So you see, I have varieties of skills that I can use to be able to have my financial freedom.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? So financial freedom, put yourself in the circle of friends.
Thank you.
That will help you grow.
That will help.
That will give you ideas. You must give yourself, you must find yourself in the circle of people that are ready and are be willing to, support your dream.
This is very true. Diana's diary just came because of the network. A friend, I went to US and the gentleman was like, I see this in you and I've come, you watch my status, and those kind of network, they lift you up.
Yes.
You're like, you gave the name, you specifically said this should be Diana's diary.
Exactly, because again, I saw something in you that I said, okay, hang on a second. She's always posting this journey. Create something. That's what entrepreneurs do. They are creative. You need to be able to for you to have financial freedom, see opportunity, always present yourself and be in the circle of where an opportunity will present itself to you.
Thank you.
Always be in a situation where you are ready to jump at every opportunity that gives itself to you. Another example apart from networking. We already talked about networking. You have a skill, you have to be creative, you must put yourself in the circle of people that will help you grow. You must leverage on information.
Yes. You just say that.
You must leverage on these things are key elements.
Thank you.
Growing up, I saw my grandmother who used to push wheelbarrow. I call it barrow. I don't call it wheelbarrow. I'm only saying, yeah, she pushed barrow.
Yeah.
She will cook and put it in barrow and, take it to the market to sell.
Okay.
That was probably where I got, my entrepreneurship skills from, because she was always, pushing barrow to sell food in the market and things like that. I saw her cook. My mom also took after her, and she was also, baking meat pie, baking cake, do puff puff, what we call akam, which is pap.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. She will make it, take it to her place of work. Before that food lands, people have finished buying it. So having a skill helps. Having something else that can bring money helps.
Along the side.
Along the line, along the side.
Yeah.
It also helps. It will give you that financial freedom. You will not rely on your 9-to-5 salary.
9 to 5. I like that. The word is 9 to 5.
Nah, you will not rely on your 9-to-5 salary.
It doesn't matter the time.
It doesn't matter. It's 9 to 5.
9 to 5.
Whether you are doing night shift, it's still like a 9 to 5.
9 to 5. When you finish, you finish.
When you finish, you finish. And you are already calculating, okay, this shift now would get £20 to take home, £30 to take home.
And that money is fixed. So.
It's fixed. It's
but
fixed.
If you have your own,
but if you have your own side hustle,
it can go up.
It can go up. You can dictate.
Thank you.
You can dictate how much you want to make.
Yes.
I can 100% tell you as we speak that my business bought this house that we are living in.
What?
My business bought my first house. No, my job bought my first house. My business bought my second house. My business bought this house that I'm living in.
This big one.
Yes.
Guys,
I did not use my 9-to-5 salary to buy it. My business bought it for me. The profit I made from my business bought this house.
So you are listening to.
So if you are saying financial freedom, look away from your 9-to-5 and start creating. Get that skill. Learn that skill. My sister-in-law bakes cake. Yes. She started baking cake in COVID. When COVID started, she didn't even know how to bake a cake.
She learned it.
She learned how to bake a cake from COVID.
Okay.
If you check her cake out now, all her recipe now in terms of baking cake now, she's
making it.
She's making it. The cheapest cake now you can. In fact, when she's now added doing hampers to baking cake. So she will bake cake, she will bake bread, she will make you hamper. And she's an accountant. So you can imagine an accountant turned cake baker. So every Christmas now, if I want to buy hampers for my clients, I ask her. But I have also learned how to do hamper myself. I have learned how to do hamper myself. I will go and buy the baskets, go to Lidl, Tesco, buy all the little things.
You're not making her get money now.
I am supporting her business.
Yes.
However, I'm also being creative.
Thank you.
Saving money.
I like
and
that.
how to progress, how to have financial freedom as well. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Wow. It's been a lot of information, guys. And I know that you are so happy. And this is going to change a life. Definitely going to change your life. It's going to change that mindset for you to start thinking that you can do it.
Yes.
If Mr. Tony has been able to do it and see himself where he is now, yes, you can do it. We just want to say thank you so much.
Thank you very much,
Mr. Tony, for giving us this opportunity, for coming to bless us using those examples, because it makes us relate to your stories. Your story help us to broaden our understanding and make us put ourselves in it, because you are being real.
Yes.
And that has help a lot of people and has helped me. Now I'm going to learn another skills because
There's a lot of skills to learn.
yeah.
There's a lot of skills. There's a lady that stays with us here in this house.
Yeah.
The mom sells hair.
Okay.
And I told her, I said, you're a student. Start making people's hair. You'll be making money. You don't have to rely on the money your mother send you. Make hair.
She didn't have any skills of doing hair or what. So
maybe she does. But, I will just give her.
Sometimes you need that push, like you said.
Yes. You need the push.
You
need
need
somebody.
the environment.
Surround yourself with the right people.
Yes.
When I saw the opportunity, I said, you know what? Get your mother to be sending you hair for you to be selling here in the UK.
Okay.
You make small money.
Yes.
The little money that you have as your pocket money, send it to her, buy the hair, bring it here, sell it to your friends. As you are selling to your friends, be making the hair yourself. You are making money from selling the hair. You are making money from making the hair. And you are probably still doing your 9 to 5. Multiple streams of income.
That's right.
She's a student, but she can have multiple streams of income. They are only allowed 20 hours as students. Right?
Yeah.
So she's going to school. She comes back. She goes for her 9 to 5. 20 hours. When she does 20 hours. Now, when I told her, I said,
do this.
The little say, tell your mother, okay, please give me 100,000 or 200 pounds or 500 pounds worth of hair. They will ship it to her. Sell it to your friends.
Yeah.
As you are selling to your friends, the ones that cannot straighten the hair,
you do
collect it, spray it, straighten it, make money. So you are not heavily relying on your mother's, income. As you are collecting allowance from your mother, you are doing your 9 to 5, you are selling your hair, you are making your hair.
Yeah.
There's so many things.
You are breaking barriers.
That's it.
Or setting yourself free.
Setting yourself financially
from
free.
Financial bondage.
That's it.
This is good. This is
That's
good.
it.
This is good. This is good.
That's it.
God bless you so much, Mr.
Thank you very
Tony.
much. Thank
I'm
you very much.
so happy within myself that you gave me this opportunity,
Thank you.
to grace the platform that you pushed me into it, but didn't just leave me there.
Yeah, no.
You supported me,
Yes.
you made your wife support me, and you still support me. And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful.
I'm grateful to God too that
I'm so
I'm a
grateful.
part of this journey for you.
Thank
too.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you
And
so
I'm also grateful the fact that this platform has also helped, to reach out onto a lot of people. I like the lady that talked about autism as well.
Yeah.
I watched it. I learned 1 or 2 things from her as well. All the people that you've been bringing as well, I've learned 1 or 2 things from them. So it's a platform that people should actually, subscribe to and log into from time to time. It doesn't matter what topic you now want to watch on this platform, but this platform opens up, the opportunity. We have a lot of guests that this lady can bring, that we can talk through and bring the guests. We still have 3 more topics from Vision University that we're going to talk about. Exactly. So we still have more topics that we're still going to talk about. But again, we need to find the right guests that will give us the right experience and and the right demonstration of what we need to learn from those topics. So please keep watching Diana's Diary. Subscribe to Diana's Diary. We thank you for all the viewers. We thank you for your time. And this platform, I pushed her to start it.
Yes.
Because I saw a lot of potential in having to. I could have done it myself, but no, it might not be for me. It might be for somebody else like her.
Thank you.
I saw the potentials, and we are using this medium to say, let's keep supporting her, and we will keep supporting and bringing more topics, more guests, and to be able to reach out to a lot of people. Maybe this is what God is asking us to do as individuals. We might not be able to hold the mic and preach on the altar.
No.
But we might be able to reach out
to
people and save more life and open people's minds.
Yes.
To understand.
Yes.
There's a lot of YouTube videos on different topics. But at the end of the day, if we practicalize it ourselves, we are not celebrity. Maybe we'll be celebrities tomorrow. Who knows? Who knows? But we are practicalizing these topics. Using our day-to-day experiences to share with people so that people can be able to understand and learn from it.
And relate.
Exactly. So thank you very much for having me.
Thank you.
And I hope our viewers have learned one or two.
Yes.
Like I would say.
They've learned more than two.
Our viewers have learned one or two, and fingers crossed.
He will come back. He will definitely come back. And with the topics that Imperial University, Vision University,
yes.
You know, those topics, they are massive, very, very important topics that they brought. And Mr. Tony is the one supporting me bring facilitators, not just any facilitators. So Diana's Diary has a backbone, and one of the backbone is Mr. Tony. So please keep watching. As he has told me, he's done an advert for me for nothing. So your network is very important, guys. Your network, whatever that he said to us, is from the deepest heart of him. He means every word. And in life, you need to attach yourself to people like Mr. Tony, okay? You need that open-hearted people.
You must have a mentor.
Yeah.
Yes. People that will mentor you. I have a mentor. My mother-in-law is my mentor.
Wow.
If she tells me sit down there, I'll sit down.
Thank you.
Because she knows better. Yes. So you must have people that will support you, that will support your vision, that will support your dream, that will mentor you. People that you will be able to listen to and say, okay, the same way you said, okay, I will do it like this. I said, okay, Dan, do it like this, do it like this, do it like this. And you said, okay, yes, I will do it like this, I will do it like that. That's the same way where she will tell me, do it like this, do it like this, do it like this, and I'll do it like that. So you need mentors. Yeah. You need people to be able to guide you. You need people to be able to pray along with you to be able to get to that destination that you want to get to.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So guys, it's Diana's Diary, and thank you Dakori for my hair. Okay guys, go and look for Dakori, and my earrings from Abby Collections. Thank you so much, viewers. Keep subscribing to the channel, and God bless you for watching us.
God bless you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.